Let's explore the fascinating, albeit slightly tricky topic of tree names that start with the letter X. It turns out there aren't many commonly known tree species with names beginning with X. This is because many botanical names reflect Latin or Greek origins, and the letter X doesn't feature prominently in those languages in the initial positions of words. However, let's see what we can find, keeping in mind some names might be regional, less common, or even informal. 1. We can start by looking at variations or misspellings of existing names. Sometimes a tree might have a colloquial name starting with X, even though its official botanical name doesn't. For example, there's not a widely recognized Xylocarpus, which means wood fruit tree. While Xylocarpus is a genus of tropical trees, you won't find it commonly referred to as an X tree. This genus contains several species, such as Xylocarpus granatum, but they aren't usually referred to by names starting with X in common parlance. 2. Another way to approach this is to explore less common tree names or those from specific regions. There's a chance some regional dialects or older botanical texts might list a tree with a name beginning with X, but these would likely be extremely localized and rare. You'd probably need to delve into specialized botanical archives or regional forestry resources to find any information. 3. Let's consider the possibility of hybrid or newly discovered tree species. It's conceivable a newly discovered species or an uncommon hybrid could receive a name beginning with X. However, this is highly speculative, and such names would need to gain widespread acceptance within the botanical community before they would appear in general tree guides. 4. We can also think about using X as part of a common name which might be connected to a specific characteristic of a particular tree. For example, Extreme conifer could be a catchy but informal name for a particularly tall or resilient conifer tree in a marketing context. But this, of course, isn't a formally recognized name. 5. Finally, let's not forget the potential for using abbreviations or acronyms. While not a natural name, if a botanical society, for instance, used a name beginning with an X in a particularly technical document or database, then a tree might technically be associated with the letter. However, this wouldn't be a name used by the public. In conclusion, while finding a widely known tree name beginning with X is exceptionally difficult, if not impossible, this exploration highlights the fascinating complexities and regional variations within botanical nomenclature. The search itself reveals a lot about how scientific and common names are assigned, and the challenges of comprehensively cataloging the world's flora.